Hello, thanks for clicking. I'm Mark Morse. Today I'm going to be responding to a vinyl thread started by Anthony at Gambler812. Great channel. I'm going to link to him down below so you can see his original video and maybe hop on the thread yourself if you like. And what he's having us do is to pick out 3 artists, bands, and or genres that people might be surprised that you have in your collection. So let's get started. Jesus Christ Superstar, the Andrew Lloyd Webber play, was very big when I was growing up. I think the only thing people might be surprised about is how much I enjoy the album. I have listened to this thing a lot of times. I can sing every part. I have enjoyed this record since I was in my early teens. I still listen to it. Some of these things I'm going to go over today, I don't listen to much, if at all, anymore, but I still listen to this, just listen to it. Recently, actually, Andrew Lloyd Webber. So really nothing else that he's done. These other musicals and stuff I've never really gotten into, but I did love this. Of course, Ian Gillan sings the part of Jesus. And one of the things I think some people might be surprised about is my interest in industrial music. I really like Ministry. These are, I really enjoy Ministry. This is one of my favorites. Mind is a terrible thing to taste. I have Lay Lady Lay. It's just 2 versions of their version of that. And then I'm also a big Nine Inch Nails fan. So most of these other things are things I have on CD. But these are things I still listen to today. The Downward Spiral. One thing I think most people would be surprised about, because I'm not a classy guy, I'm just not a classy guy, is that maybe that I listen to classical music from time to time. Now, again, this is one that I don't listen to a lot anymore. This was more back in my late teens and 20s. I got into classical music, and the main reason I did was because I like to write. But I like to listen to music. I like to write and listen to music. But if I'm listening to music with lyrics, it really affects my writing negatively. So I started listening to classical music as background music, and then I really started enjoying it. When I lived out in California, I lived with my sister for several months, and we would I had it all on cassette tape back then. I would put in a tape and we'd listen to Mozart or Beethoven or whatever I had with me, and have our evening meal, and then we would drink wine. It was very posh. Now I listen to the Pogues and sit on the front porch and guzzle beer and fall off the lawn chair. But I had a lot of stuff. I didn't pull out everything, but some Mozart. I was more into Beethoven than anything else. I also had some Bach. I cannot find my Bach, but I had Bach pipe organ featuring the fugue in D minor, and I had one harpsichord for 2, 3, and 4 harpsichords that I listened to all the time. This isn't really classical music, I don't suppose. I don't know how you would classify it except for what it is, Gregorian chant. I think people might be surprised that I listen to Gregorian chant. This one I really haven't listened to in a long time. There was a phase in my life where I was trying to develop a mood and some kind of spiritual epiphany, and I would play Gregorian chant, that kind of stuff. Never really worked. I got that live Nico record for Record Store Day this year, and that came a lot closer than the Gregorian chant. Another genre that I don't listen to much anymore, but I did go through a phase where I listened to it a lot. I liked bluegrass music, certain bluegrass music. And Red Smiley, I think he does a version. Oh, Red Smiley, on this one, he does Working on a Building, which Cowboy Junkies did later. In the Pines is on here. You know, all these songs that other artists did later. Just some great stuff on there. Uh, just some bluegrass stuff. The other one I'm going to mention, and this is kind of a long one. I'm just putting it under the country genre. So this is the country genre. Um, I don't know if people would be surprised. I like older country stuff, but maybe you would be surprised. I don't know. I really like Patsy Cline, of course. Hank Williams Sr. Got lots of Hank Williams Sr. And this one, I don't think anybody would be surprised. I have a lot of Johnny Cash. I think no matter what genre is your preferred genre, most people agree Johnny Cash is just kind of a cool dude. I have some actual vinyl of Johnny too. So I wanted to show that, but I wanted to lead into some other darker country. So I like that. I don't really like a lot of the pop country. I hardly any of it, but there's some dark country. This is a band called Those Poor Bastards. And I think they are, when I hear them talked about, they're referred to as gothic country. It's very, very dark. Those Poor Bastards. Oh, upside down. Satan is watching. A very dark, very, 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 very dark band. If you're suffering depression or something, this might not be the band to listen to. But I just really love Those Poor Bastards. And then for newer country, I mentioned Hank Williams Sr. I am not interested in Hank Williams Jr. at all. I just don't think that there's anything I've ever heard by him that I like. Hank 3. This is Hank Williams Sr.'s grandson. He, when I first heard about him, I'm like, oh, here's another guy trying to capitalize on his grandfather's name. This guy has some bite. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the CD I really love. There's a CD. He goes by Hank 3, or most people call him just Hank 3. But his big record is Straight to Hell. Awesome record. I just love that record. I have a couple of his other ones with me, though. This one I got autographed. It's Damn Right, Rebel Proud. He autographed this one for me. I've seen him a couple times. If I remember, I'll put some pictures up with me getting autograph and hanging out with him. Ghost to Ghost. This is okay. It has Tom Waits on it. Anyway, those are the records CDs I think you might be surprised that I have in my collection. Again, Gambler 812, just a great channel. Just a friendly guy. Just I've linked to him below. Please go to his page and sub to him. He's a great guy. Before I go, I do want to thank another person who has participated in my sleep disorders thread. It's Boz at That Vinyl channel. He made a response to my sleep disorders thread. I put him in the sleep disorders playlist so you can find him there, but I'll link to him down below too. Another great addition. He used all singles 45s for his responses. Great responses. So thanks a lot, Boz. And thank you guys for dropping by, and I'll talk to you all soon.